Today's theme is learning how to escape from prison. At this moment, Jack starts to grasp what being locked up by his mother really means. The next morning, their escape journey continues, playing a good hand, but things get a bit hilarious. They sprinkle sweet sugar, soon becoming a couple. He watches him play joyfully, even joining him on death-defying slides. They munch snacks and ride the Ferris wheel, reclaiming childhood in the amusement park, though a bit outside the lines. This is the happiest day of Daisy's life. His time with Jack is like adding laughter to happiness. Jack finds the sweetest part of humanity in Daisy, but just as they enjoy the sweet moments, a crisis sneaks in. A cleaner kidnapping a mentally ill girl raises quite the ruckus, and the cops start chasing them like they're in a detective movie. The real escape isn't as fast-paced as in movies. Jack's car feels like it's in a slow-motion chase. To Daisy, this is like an ultra-exciting chase game. He even waves at the cops. It's downright hilarious. Jack steps on the gas like a race car driver, ditching the police car, and then they camp by the roadside. What little rascals. Jack barely nods off when Daisy abruptly rouses him. Unnoticed, the policemen creep up silently behind the vehicle, causing Jack to dart into the closet as if he were in the midst of a children's humorous film. Daisy leisurely opens the door and tells the cops his boyfriend ran into the woods as soon as he saw him. What a storytelling genius. The police aren't buying it and call Daisy down for questioning. Meanwhile, Jack's closet remains unbothered. In the end, the police believe Daisy, turning to search the woods for Jack while Daisy sneaks to the cruiser, stealing the keys like a little thief. Jack, amazed by Daisy's clever move, can't help but praise her. Such smarts aren't typical of your average mental health patient. They move forward in the morning light, unaware of when fate will halt this journey, but as long as they stick together, happiness wraps around them like cotton candy. Late at night, they bump into a group of travelers around a campfire and enthusiastically join their party. What a blast. At this moment, Daisy's heart is as clear as a sunny sky. Her dependency on Jack becomes stronger, as if she finally has a superhero. Jack seems to have transformed from being stubborn and selfish. Like a magic trick, it's just a pity that the burden of debts and probation still weighs on him. He's uncertain about how long he can stay with Daisy, as any day could be the day the cops catch him. What a suspenseful scenario. To not worry Daisy, he hopes she can learn to park and drive since the head of the mental hospital is no pushover. Little did he know, the director called saying Daisy must be returned. Jack reluctantly agrees, but Daisy overhears this call, her heart flooding with fear. She fears being thrown into an endless cell and even losing her escape buddy, a real horror show. Panic-stricken, Daisy bursts out, starts the RV for Jack, fleeing a massacre. Tears flood as Jack chases, her emotions collapse. First drive crashes into a container, a tragic accident. Luckily, the speed wasn't high, and she wasn't hurt in the crash. Then they arrive at the diner, and Daisy yells. She didn't look at him. Upon waking up in the morning, she realizes that everything around her has changed. Turns out, it was never Daisy with the issue, it's just that no one came to the rescue in time. She blamed herself for her mother's death, yet realizing it was not actually her fault is more of a profound misunderstanding of life. Jack tells her he never meant to send her back and will risk it all here. Meanwhile, the police are sneaking up outside, the noose is tightening. But at this moment, they are both deaf to it, wanting only to hold each other tight, savoring this last moment. Jack gives Daisy a tender kiss, which seems to be his only kiss of love in this lifetime, a bittersweet moment. As a tear slides down Daisy's cheek, the police close in, a tragic end looms ahead. Jack is arrested for kidnapping a mentally ill girl, while Daisy is sent back to the mental hospital. For a moment before parting, they express their sadness and reluctance in silence. Jack gets locked up, and to save her son, his mother wants her husband to help. But Jack's father is reluctant until his mother finally speaks the most heartfelt words. You can fall 1,000 times, but a parent's hand will always be your parachute for the 1,001st time. Jack turns around and sees his parents. Instantly all past grievances vanish. After getting out of prison, Jack receives $1 million check from his dad, and his first thought, not to splurge, but to take Daisy away. But at the hospital, he's ruthlessly rejected by the director and guards, so the door shut. Meanwhile, Daisy can't sit still upon learning that Jack came to find her. She tries to escape, but the nurse blocks her with a hand. The scene could be straight out of a comedy. Frustrated by the rejection, Jack suddenly hatches a crazy idea, like something out of a movie. He rushes to the train station, pretending to be mentally ill, and lays down on the train tracks. It's downright bonkers. His drastic move gets him what he wants, being taken in for a mental evaluation. Pure madness. But when he meets with the director, all his act is instantly exposed. He doesn't even get into the hospital. He reveals to the director the cause of Daisy's mother's death, shocking him, but who can believe a patient? In the end, the director does a thorough investigation into Daisy's mother, uncovering some truths. What a detective story.